You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by as we have a major injury update regarding Andrew Thomas to dive into on today's show. Not at the studio today, still not feeling all that good. I'm sure I don't sound that good either, but when the Giants get breaking news, we get you guys a video as soon as possible. So make sure you are subscribed and help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. All righty, let's dive into it. Andrew Thomas, for the first time this season, has been listed as questionable on the Giants injury report. In week 1 against Washington and week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys, he was listed as doubtful. This is a major green flag. This tells me there is a legit chance that he can play. Some quotes from Thomas. He was asked by reporters today, how are we feeling? He said, feeling good. 3 days in a row practicing. First time doing that. Starting to build a volume. Get my confidence back. So it's exciting for sure. Follow-up question was, how confident for Sunday? He said, I don't know. We're going to make a game time decision, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did last week. He also was asked, does the team being 0-2 create any more urgency or a different decision for you? And Andrew Thomas said, I don't think so. If I'm speaking as a competitor, I wanted to be out there week 1. But, the best thing for the team and for myself is to be 100% when I'm out there. I think I can, help the team when I'm at my best. So I'm trying to do that, which is all good signs. And I 100% agree. Andrew Thomas should not go and play if he's not at 100%, or even if there is a 5% chance of re-injuring that same foot. There's been some buzz over the last couple of hours from multiple beat reporters that the New York Giants could potentially have a rotation at left tackle where Andrew Thomas plays, but they don't put the full workload on his plate. Dan Duggan saying, of The Athletic, shout out to Dan, excuse me, Andrew Thomas said he'll see how he feels tomorrow and Sunday before making a final decision on his status for Sunday night versus the Chiefs. Duggan saying, I continue to believe a rotation is a real option. Thomas had been opposed to a rotation in the past, but his stance softened today. In my opinion, says Duggan, he's either ready to play or he's not. And I somewhat agree with that. And Thomas was asked about that by the media today, saying, do you believe it is possible for you to get in a rhythm out there if you are rotating? Or do you think as long as you're out there, you can feel confident going in and out? Thomas says, I haven't personally done the rotating thing before. Years previous, we've done that with different positions, and it's not the easiest thing because you want camaraderie up front. But I think we have a good group of guys and veteran experience, and I think we can make it work. So the player has spoken about it. Multiple beat reporters have spoken about it. And I think it's a real chance that if Andrew Thomas does play, there's going to be a rotation at that left tackle spot. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I love that. I kind of agree with Dan. You're either ready to play or you're not. I understand the ramp-up period where day by day, take more snaps, get ready to go. And he may not be ready to play 65, 70 snaps, but if he's out there for 35 snaps, 40 snaps, that's going to help the Giants. So I understand that as well. It's just good news that he's potentially going to be out there and he's trending in the right direction. Dan Duggan also saying much more guarded optimism from Dable and Andrew Thomas. Said they could take the decision up until game time. Also says I also wouldn't rule out a rotation with Marcus Bowe at left tackle. Also sounds like there's going to be a lot of legitimate questionables when the injury report comes out later today. We do have that full injury report. We'll dive into that coming up in a second. We'll also talk about major injury news for the Kansas City Chiefs. But show your left tackle some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. He's working his tail off. It's not his fault. He's doing the best he can. And I got a lot of love for Andrew Thomas. So hit that thumbs up icon. Give me a 78 in the comments section and let your left tackle feel the love from this awesome fan base. All right, the full injury report for the Giants. Let's start with the questionables. Chauncey Golston, the defensive lineman, is dealing with an ankle injury. He has not practiced for the most part of this week. I don't know if he's going to play. I think he truly is questionable. Gunnar Olszewski dealing with a back injury. I don't know if he'll play. You have two players that are doubtful, which essentially means you are out. Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles, the linebacker where the Giants are thin at right now, he's dealing with a calf injury. And Rakeem Nunez-Roches, he is dealing with a foot injury. The defensive lineman, he is also doubtful. And the only player that has been listed as out is Darius Musow, who's dealing with concussion and is still in concussion protocol. Dan Duggan says, my read on these as of now, Flanagan-Fowles and Nunez-Roches won't play. Not feeling optimistic on Olszewski or Golston, although think they're keeping the door open on Golston since he did some running today. And Duggan says, I think Thomas will be active, but playing time is TBD. There you go. Week 3, New York Giants dealing with a handful of injuries. On the Kansas City Chiefs side of things, they get some good injury news as well. Xavier Worthy, their second-year speedster wide receiver, he has been listed as questionable for Sunday versus the Giants. Hasn't played since that shoulder injury he suffered where Travis Kelce ran into him on a crossing route, mesh route, and he's been out. That'll be a major boost for this Kansas City Chiefs offense. They have not been good so far this year. They have been the worst rushing attack in the NFL. So as they lean more into this high-volume passing offense, getting Xavier Worthy out there is going to be a major boost for them. TBD if he'll be on a pitch count or what that is, but good news for the Chiefs. So both teams getting healthy, but both teams also dealing with some injuries of their own as well. Look, I want Andrew Thomas out there. You want Andrew Thomas out there. The Giants are better when Andrew Thomas is out there. But at the end of the day, if playing this week were to sacrifice his ability to play next week or the weeks after that, I don't really think it makes all that much sense. Thomas talked about being healthy long-term and being able to move past this injury. And that's the number one thing that I think is most important. When we're playing and we're back from the foot injury, it's no longer an impact. It's no longer going to slow us down, and it's no longer going to be a speed bump going forward. If you're ready to play, go and play. If you got to take another week off, take another week off. Let Marcus Bowe go out there and play left tackle. Yes, I want Andrew Thomas out there, but I also want Andrew Thomas to be the left tackle of this team for the foreseeable future. This is the first year of a 5-year extension for him. I don't want this foot injury to be something that bothers him long term. The full injury report for the Kansas City Chiefs: defensive end Mike Dana, he is out. Christian Fulton, the corner, he is out. And Jalen Royals and Xavier Worthy, both wide receivers, they are questionable. Those are the only game day statuses for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're that much closer to game day, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Click that thumbs up icon, and let's go Big Blue.